Welcome you all to the session of corporate and legal procedures of IGE and iGT. So you are warmly welcome, every one of you. Things and the things that you are working with when you are working with the corporate sector. Like first thing is the proposal, then the contract, and like POP. POP is partnership opportunity portal, and getting signed to POP. Those things will be covered in this session. So yeah. So as the start, we'll start with the proposal. So in the proposal, I think IGT people have seen this. So you will have to work with this proposal until a new proposal will be made. And like in the proposal, in the first few slides, there are things like what is ISEC and the numbers about how many LCs worldwide, how many members, how many countries, those things, and our vision, and a little description about ISEC in University of Colombo and our partners, not just IGT, IGE, all the partners. And yeah, after that, there's a page known as Global Talent. In this, there are things like the advantages that the companies are gaining through us. So these are that the things that we have specified in the proposal are uh, the facts that they can hire with ease through our platform, and bringing global perspective to your company. That means like bringing new ideas to enhance the work situation, working ways, and expanding the businesses to foreign markets and building foreign contacts, those kind of things, and boosting the work culture, like bringing new culture, new environmental change, those things to the company. So these are the things that are specified in the proposal. And yeah, so and next, the proposal has the talent pool that we can bring. The main things are marketing, business, teaching, designing, and tourism. And you can see in the pie charts below the countries that we are bringing these EPs from, and the areas, like mostly we are bringing from Middle East and Asia Pacific, and we bring EPs from Europe and Americas too. So yeah, so next is the contract. Actually, I'll like we can't describe the whole contract in one session because it's a big contract and there are many clauses. So I'll give you basic idea about the contract to you guys. So the first thing that I'm going to explain is the duration. So there are 6 categories in the duration. They have separated the duration into 6 categories. So the first category is 6 to 8 weeks. That means maximum of 2 months. And then 9 to 12 weeks. That means maximum of 3 months. And 13 to 26 weeks. That means maximum of 6 months. And 27 to 52 weeks. That is maximum of 1 year. And 53 to 78. That is maximum of 1.5 years. So the next thing is, with these categories, the admin fee also changes. So the admin fee is the fee that we charge from the company for the service that we provide. This fee comes to us, actually not the EP. So so the admin fee is also categorized in 6 ways according to these 6 categories. And first one is 10,000 plus 20,000. That means 30,000. Next 35,000, 50,000, 70,000, 70,000. So, like, can anyone guess why I have added 20,000 separately to this fee? What is this 20,000? What are we? Why are we using this? What are the things that we use this 20,000 for? What is this? So can you guys guess? Anyone know? Why are we using this 20,000? Uh,
It's for the accommodation. If the
uh,
company is providing.
no, actually, this is a one-time fee. Admin fee is a one-time fee that we are taking. So at the start,
That's a basic installment. When the EP arrive, exchange participant arrive, they have to pay 10,000 like that. Or
no, actually. So the admin
We
fee is
actually give the 20,000 to the IE office, right?
what office?
We actually pay the 20,000 to the IE office
IE means
to get the visa documents and
Yeah, exactly.
The
The
Department of
immigration.
Immigration.
Yeah, exactly. So this 20,000 is for the visa. So we are providing the visa for these CPs. So government is charging a value roughly around 20,000 for this visa, and so we take that amount for the from the company. So the from the, like, if you take the first category, it's 10,000 plus 20,000. That means 20,000 goes to the visa handling, and that 10,000 comes to ISEC, to us, for the service we provide. And like that category, in the below categories are also divided in the same way: 15,000 to us and 20,000 to visa, 30,000 to us and 20,000 to visa. So this is the admin fee. This is a one-time fee that we take from the company when an EP arrives. For a one EP, for a single EP, we take this one-time fee from the company. Okay. So with these categories, the salaries also change. So you can see 6 to 8 weeks, that means maximum 2 months, its salary is 0 plus 25,000, and then 30,000 plus 25,000, 50,000 plus 25,000, 50,000 plus 20,000. Likewise, they are categorized. So can you guys guess what this 25,000 is? Anyone?
It's the accommodation fee?
Yeah, exactly. So, like, if the company provide the accommodation to the EP, there's a discount on this 25,000. So actually, if the company is providing accommodation, then for the first category, for the maximum of 2 months, they don't have to pay a salary to the EP. But if they like, they can pay an allowance for a maximum of 3 month duration. So it's actually 30,000. They have to pay 30,000 to the EP per month. Like, if they are not providing, they have to pay 55,000. Likewise, for 6 months, if they are providing accommodation, they have to pay 50,000. If they are not providing accommodation to the EP, they have to pay 75,000 per to the EP per month. So that is the salary. So based on these costs, there's a cost structure single table made, so you guys can understand and refer to it later. This also has the same thing, like duration, maximum months, admin fee for us, and the salary, accommodation. Then the visa cost. Visa cost is a part of the admin fee. Like it's 10,000 plus 20,000, and the total amount that they will be spending on like the amount that they are investing on an EP. So if they are bringing an EP for maximum of 2 months, totally they are investing a amount of 80,000. So if they are like uh, bringing an EP for 5 months, 6 month duration, they are making an investment about 500,000 rupees. And like the next one is average per month. So that means the total cost is divided per month, and the amount is here. So this is the new cost structure for the function. And yeah, so after that, I come to the general things of the contract. Actually, those time durations and the cost structures are also a part of the contract. So in the contract, the first thing that you can see is this page. This page, actually, this is a part of the page. So in this part, you have to fill the general details about the company, like company name, address, company's contact person, the person we are contacting and we are working with in the company, and his telephone, his email, and the reference number refers to the exchange participants number. Like, there's an exchange participant ID number, so reference number refers to that. Actually, up to now, we have to sign one contract per one EP. That means for a single company, if they are bringing 4 EPs, we have to sign 4 contracts. But ISEC in Sri Lanka have said that they are going to change this contract. So we have to sign only one contract at the starting point with the company, and we can bring EPs using that single contract, and we don't have to sign uh, contract separately when we are bringing new EPs. So that's a new thing that is introduced by ISEC in Sri Lanka, and that general part is followed by the agreement. So this says that this agreement is executed on this day, that means the day of the month and the year at the time by and between the company's name and bearing the company registration number, and having its registered address at the address of the company, the registered address of the company, and ISEC Limited, a company registered in Sri Lanka under section 487(1) of the Companies Act number 7 of 2007, having its registered offices at number 102 Nagahawatha Road, Maharagama, and bearing company's registration and blah blah blah. So this is the agreement part that we are signing, and this is followed by the duration part that we have to fill. So in this we have to sign like provide the duration that the EP is going to work. Like the agreement shall commence from like the day that we are signing and shall continue for a fixed term of like how many months we are partnering with the company, and that means how many months that we are like providing EPs to them. Like if the company only agrees to bring EPs only for 6 month duration, then we are signing the contract normally for actually 8 months duration, because we keep that 2 extra months for the matching part to find the EPs and the 6 months for the duration of the work. So this is how the duration is filled, and it is followed by some clauses, and these are the things that you should read like separately, and these are very important things. Like we can't explain each and every one of this in this session, so that's why I have like uh, separated that part. So I will share the contract with you. You guys should read it thoroughly. And so next is followed by responsibilities of the client, and there are 24 responsibilities of the client, and also the responsibilities of ISEC. There are 40. So these things you should read alone actually. Like if there is a clarification to be made, you can contact me after reading. And yeah, there are special circumstances like if the client is not satisfied with the intern's suitability. Like what should we do if the client is not satisfied with the intern's suitability? Like intern is not working properly and the client is not satisfied, so then what we do? And if the intern wants to go home due to his or her personal issue or some issues, he want to leave the internship, so then how we'll act to that situation? And if uh, like the company is providing job tasks to that person apart from the things that they have agreed upon in the first moment, like when the company is signing on the POP, they have to specify the job task that the EP should provide to the company. So if the company is like providing or like getting work from the EP, getting things done from EP that were not specified in the POP at the first time, so then how we should act to this situation? So like that, there are 6 special circumstances, and how we should react to these situations in the contract too. So you guys refer to the clauses too. You guys need to refer to the clauses too. And then it's followed by the termination. Like if we are terminating the contract, then these things are how these things are done. Like normally the termination happens when the duration ends of the contract. So if the company wishes to re-partner with us, so we can sign the contract again. Or if it was special circumstance as described above, like there are 6 special circumstances I said. So if something like that happens, then the company wants to terminate. How they are going to do that, and those things are specified in the contract, and they have to sign and put the stamp. They are terminating the contract. So it's followed by the appendix. Then like in this they are specifying how like we should replace a intern for the client. Like if the intern has completed less than 75% of the internship duration, uh, yeah, actually the like intern has completed more than 75% of the internship duration, then ISEC will not provide an replacement intern. So if the person has worked less than 75% of the duration, the EP has worked less than 75% of the duration, then we'll provide a replacement intern, and actually we are providing only one replacement intern. These things are referred here.
So now, as Pansaj explained about the proposal and the contract, so after we sign the contracts with the partners, what is the next thing that we have to do? And the most important thing that the company is expecting from us is to open their opportunities. So in creating these opportunities, we have to help them and we have to guide them. So it's your challenge to create opportunities which are attractive to our customers, that is the exchange participants. And we have to set the correct expectation settings about the experience that they would be getting. So for this, the opportunity need to be clear. It should be detailed and easy to understand. So I'm going to explain you guys on like how to create an attractive opportunity. So let me help you to achieve that. So when we are posting an opportunity, there are some general rules that we should know. Let's go by one. Before opening an opportunity for a partner, invite the partner to create an account on partners.isaac.org. So as I have already explained to you guys, this partners.isaac.org takes us to the POP, which is the Partnership Opportunity Portal. So this is kind of a global platform where the partners are logged in and they can post their opportunities. If I just simply explain to you guys, it is it's like the top jobs website in Sri Lanka, where the companies are posting their opportunities by themselves. So this platform, in this platform, both us, that is the ISACers, and the partners can see the opportunities which have been created by him, and also he can see the CVs that has been received and the opportunities. He can edit it and do anything. So it's like XPA for us. They have POP. So yeah, so this is the partners.isaac.org. Once you go to this URL, you come up with this partnership opportunity portal where the partner can post the opportunities, logged in, and do his work. And this is the dashboard. So this is the dashboard of a partner. Here, R is for Mr. Ragulan. He is the partner of the company Epitome Trinergy, which was raised by Tharanga and his team, Team Scorpions of GE. So this is his dashboard where he can go and he can check the number of opportunities that he has already posted on isaac.org and how many openings are there and how many applicants he has opened for likewise. And this has the what do you call the opportunity title, that is Business Development Associate, and this was published on March 5th. 33 people has viewed the opportunity and 9 people has applied to the opportunity, so likewise. And also now he can see that he can manage his applications here. So he can go and check the CVs, and if he want to add any opportunity or if he want to edit this opportunity, he can do it through this portal. So this is this is kind of expert to us now. Actually, we don't have to send the CVs to the partners every day because they have this. They also can log in. They can remember their email address. They can log in to this POP and they can check their CVs that they have received. But as I told, like they are really busy and they might forget this. That's why we are logging into Expa every day and checking the CVs and forwarding it to them. Yeah.
Tiaga, we can't hear you. Tiaga. Guys, please wait for a moment. She comes through. Take this love and break it. I don't think I can take it. Go back to him and fake it. Don't tell him what you got. But when we're caught in this feeling, and I taste your love, and I taste your love, whatever the meaning, when it's not enough, no, it's not enough. I want to believe in a thing called love, in a thing called love. Caught in this feeling, in this feeling, in this feeling. Don't give me those eyes, cause you know me and I can't say no to you. We can have each other, even if we wanted to. In another life, darling,
Hello.
when it's to be with you, we can.
I'm really sorry, there was a power cut and now it's all right. Can I continue from where we stopped? Okay. All right. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. Yeah, the next general rule is never open an opportunity if the opportunity does not have a contract signed with the partner. So as Pansaj also mentioned, to open an opportunity, we should definitely have a contract, a signed contract. And also, for each and every opportunity, we should have each and every contract. Now, let's assume if it's zigzag.lk and they want 3 interns to work under them. So then we have to open 3 opportunities. For that, we have to sign 3 contracts with them. So that is also a must to open an opportunity. We should have a signed contract. Next is all the opportunities must have a start and the end date that matches the actual real start and the end date of the internship. Now, when you go to company meetings and when you go to open opportunities with them, the company people, they are really in a hurry and they might think it's like, recruiting Sri Lankan people. They want these EPs really soon. Now, let's assume you go to a company meeting today, which is April 1st. They want the intern to be in 2 weeks in their company. But that's not possible, right? We know it's not practical because we have the matching process and then we do the CV shortlisting, interviewing, even the visa process will take at least 3 weeks. So likewise. So you can convince the company person, you can recommend them to, take time and put the start date like, in June or July. Also, you can show them the GE timeline, the GE and GT both, the timeline which shows like the peak time of the interns coming to Sri Lanka would be from June, July, August. So that is the time where they will get their vacations and they are ready to work here. So you can tell this stuff to the company and then convince them and to put some actual real start date maybe on June or July. not something very close. Right. Okay, we went through these two. So the next is the organization sign up. So as soon as before the company wants to create an opportunity, they have to sign up in this POP. So as we know, even when we go to Facebook or Instagram, we just sign up at the beginning, right? So likewise, they also have to sign up. So here, when they sign up to the full name, it's not the company name, but it's the name of the person. So it can be the business development manager, it can be the HR manager. So the name of that person and the email address of that person, password. So here, when entering the password, it has some, criterion to be filled, like, having an uppercase letters, lowercase symbols, and numbers likewise. And the country should be obviously Sri Lanka. And this is the most important tip when it comes to sign up, which is selecting the city as Colombo 7. So why we are doing this is Colombo 7 is representing Colombo Central, that is us. So after a company has signed up under Colombo 7, that company will be under us, where we have the, uh, what do you call, the opportunity to make that company a partner of us. So, I know there might be cases where the company is not in Colombo 7. Company might be in Colombo 3, Colombo 2, maybe not in Colombo, maybe in Gaul, Moratuva, like that. But still, you have to tell them, hello, sir, we are just putting Colombo 7 because we are, our university is in Colombo 7, so we are represented by Colombo 7. That's why. Okay, keep that in mind. All right. Next thing is, after he or she has signed up, they have to select the product which they want to open the opportunity. So here also we have to sit side of the company person and tell them if it's a GE to select this startup thing. If it's a GT to select this. Likewise. Otherwise, they don't know this GT, GE, GV. They just, select anything. They might even select GV. Uh, so yeah, we have to stay by them and tell them to select whatever the product that which is suitable for them. Right. Yeah. Then the next important thing after the opportunity sign up is the opportunity title. So what is the title they are going to put? So the title of the opportunity is something which comes first, right? That is the first thing which the customers are seeing. So the title should be inviting the customers, kind of, a clear title and a precise and a concise title. So the GE state the name of the role without adding intern at the end. Now, this is a biggest mistake that most GE people are doing. When they open opportunities, they just tell the title as marketing intern, graphic design intern, likewise. Don't use this intern word because now it is kind of, degrading the value of the intern, like the opportunity. Because now let's assume us, if we are applying for an opportunity, applying for a job, do we like to hear the term intern? No, right? Because it's like kind of underestimated. So here, what I recommend is don't use intern. You can use something like, digital marketing specialist, marketing executive, and graphic designer, something like that, something professional. And for GT, state the name of the role without adding the company name at the end. So this is the next biggest mistake. GT, they will put now, if it take in our LC, let's assume the opportunity title is English teacher / British way. So that's wrong because British way is the company name and the company name is already, it is displayed in the opportunity. So you don't have to again mention it in the opportunity title. So opportunity title is just the role. So only English teacher would be enough. Yeah. Never use elements of punctuation such as this within inverted commas, the inverted commas, don't use it. Some opportunities has like, business associate within inverted commas. So in ISAC and Global, they have recommended not to use it. Don't try to emphasize to attract customers. That's what they have told. Next is never add the name of our national brand in the opportunity title. The job role is the most important element. Now, for example, some people are posting like startup, unicorn, rise up, likewise. So, using these, they are using these as techniques to attract customers, but these are not professional. So again, they have recommended not to use these. Only the opportunity title will be enough. Yes. Finally, never add lengthy information or salary of the title. There are opportunities which says lengthy information like, the best accommodation, meals are provided, romantic city, heart in Colombo, likewise. Don't use this. And also don't use the salary. Some companies, they put the salary to the main topic to attract the customers, like 500 USD, likewise. So we have to convince the company not to do that because already there is a place to mention it. Okay, right. Here we have the best case practices and worst case practices for GE. So in the worst case practice, you all can see the first one here, they have mixed some other language also with English. So this is not appropriate because all the people can't understand this. And the next one is cinematography. This is a field or the industry. That is not the opportunity title. So that is also not recommended. Next is promote our product by Unity. So this is kind of a motto or something. So this is also not acceptable, right? So it should be something like sales and marketing trainee, assistant software engineer. It should be a clear title, right? It should give the name of the role and the job position, right? Let's look for GT. Again, here in GT, here they have English teaching, good offers in romantic city, right? Don't use this. We are not going to use those. And here high salary plus good support. These are not professional. Again, in iGE, and also this is duplicated opportunity. We don't let those happen. It should be, as I mentioned, English lecturer, digital marketing specialist, something like this, very professional. So this is English lecturer in Itambo British Way English Academy. This is the correct way. Right. After the opportunity title, the next is the opportunity description. Right. So when applying for an opportunity, now for the customer, that is for the EP, it is a big commitment, right? So because they will give their money, their time. So this opportunity description should have a value. And also we should mention the development and the experience that they can receive and somehow try to convince them, right? So again, it should be in English with correct spellings and full sentences and correct punctuation. Make sure that the full sentences is really important because companies, when they are creating opportunities, they just do it 2 or 3 words with their time constraint. But as long as the opportunity is more descriptive, we get more applications because the EPs are more willing to apply and it's more appealing. Next, the role description section should give an overview of the project or job description in 50 to 100 words. So the role description is a description of the role. For example, if we say a public relations officer, it has to say what is expected from this person, public relations officer. So they can use a small para, like 50 to 100 words, to explain this. It is not the field. I have seen like companies are using fields like, human resources, marketing. It's not the field. It's the description of the role. Next is the deadline of the opportunity should reflect the exact date of opportunity being closed for applications. Now here we are talking about the application deadline, not the start and the end date of the internship or the job experience. So here, as I said earlier also, the deadline also now the companies would tell if they want to put it like 2 weeks from now on something like that. But we won't get a suitable number of applications during that 2 weeks, or we might not be getting the best suitable EP for that position within the 2 weeks. So what's the best recommended thing is if the start date is like on July 1st, you can put the closing date for applications like on June 15th, something like that. Because as long as the deadline is extended, we will be getting more applications and we can process more. And the next thing is, if we put an application closing date, a really close one, let's assume on April 10th. So after April 10th, the opportunity will be expired. As I explained to you during the expire session as well, the opportunity after it's expired, it will automatically be converted into the draft stage. So it's not in the open stage, it will be converted into the draft stage. So once it is converted into the draft stage, this won't be displayed on isac.org. So once an EP goes and search for marketing, our opportunity won't be displayed. So to make it displayed, we have to again renew it, and there's a huge process. So that's why I'm recommending to drag the deadline date as much as possible. Next thing. So then we did the opportunity description, which has the role description. The next one is the main activities. So this main activities is kind of a list of minimum 5 activities which should be carried out by the exchange participant. So these should be phrased as actions and not as topics, right? So for examples, like teach English classes, prepare social media reports, likewise. Now, this is kind of 5 sentences, but these 5 sentences should be fully completed, and not just in 2 or 3 words. It should be fully completed, nicely written, clear sentences. Never add details such as ISACer's phone number or contact information in the overview part of the opportunity. Now, when you go to company meetings and during the meeting, the company owner or the person might tell you, here, Puta, just put your contact information, put your phone number as well, because I'm busy and you can look at these likewise. So then you can tell we have expo already, right? So once the opportunity is created, we have been we have been assigned as opportunity managers. So automatically we can look at their CVs. We can look what are the new applications. So we don't have to add our details into the contact information of that particular opportunity because it is the opportunity of that company. All right. Okay. So here again we have the best case practices and the worst case practices. So for GE, here as you can see, it is a completed sentences are there and kind of a paragraph and not short form like this. This is like 2 or 3 words. Shouldn't be like this. And for GT, as you can see here again, it is a fully completed opportunity with a good paragraph and good sentences. And as you can see here, it's high salary, accommodation, food covered, a long day. These are not recommended. Right. Here come the last one, the prerequisites. So prerequisites represent all the criteria that the applicant should match in order for them to be qualified for the opportunity. It is like the backgrounds, the skills, the citizenship, the languages, the study levels, those kind of things. So these are kind of things that should be a must for them to the EP to apply. So here in the prerequisites, we have 2, that is the required and the preferred. So I am always recommending to use preferred because if we choose required, it will be shown with this asterisk mark, and some of the EPs, kind of apply, right? So if we take the specific background, of course, if it's marketing or something, it is required. But the skill also might be required or preferred. But when it comes to citizenship, so some companies, they want they want EPs from Europe CVs. But there may be applicants who are really interested for this from Asia Pacific as well. So what I'm recommending is don't put required, just put preferred and put some European countries so that we get CVs from Asian Pacific countries as well. The next thing is, what we are doing is, if we put required and put some countries, now let's assume there's an EP from Asia Pacific who's just going on isaac.org and searching for this marketing. Our opportunity won't be displayed to them because he or she is from Asia Pacific and we want CVs from European countries. So, there's no point, right? The company's paying money and we're also doing hard work to get this somehow posted. And if it's not posted, there's no point. So that's why it's better to put preferred and not required. Yeah. The next is ensure that the selection process is clear and follows a step-by-step format. So the selection process is how the company is going to select this EP. So the company might ask you about this. So then you can say like for the CV shortlisting, how many days do they need? Whether it's 2 or 3 days. Then are they planning to do an initial interview and after that final interview, or how many interviews they are doing? So for that, how many days? And if they are like planning to do an assessment, a virtual assessment to the EP, how long will that take? So this is the process days. So how long for the final acceptance, those kind of things. So all of those should be separately break down and inserted in the opportunity for the selection process. Next is never add links with additional forms for the customers to apply at. All customers should apply on isac.org. Now we know, like most of the companies, they have their own application form for a job. Even us, if we want to apply to commercial bank, and if we go to that website, we can see that application form. We can apply through that. But some companies, they might want us to put that link into our opportunity. But tell them no. Here, all the EPs has to come through isac.org. That is the global platform, right? Yeah. So before the Kahoot, I would do a call to action now itself. So I want all of you guys to go to a new tab and go to this partners.isac.org and log into it. Like go to the website. We'll sign up as a partner, all of us separately, and we'll create opportunities, right? It won't take much time because we are going to create a fake account, right? So, and also guys, make sure all of you do this because at the end, I would be getting all the partners who have been actually applied, right? Okay, so then are you ready to do this? Can you all put in the chat if you are ready? If you're already like went to partners.isac.org? Okay, let's start. I'm also going to do. So then we can go to the sign up page here. Since I have already logged in, which shows as logged in. Right. Sign up as an organization. So here you have to put your email address and your name and some password, right? Okay, so for actually I have used my email, so I'm going to use Pansuja's email. Pansuja, is this correct?
Yeah, it's right.
Can I have your personal email? Pansuja?
I've typed in the chat. You
Thank
can
you.
do that.
Okay. I put as Jennifer Lopez and the password like Duka at 123. And then Sri Lanka, and then choose Colombo 7. All right, guys, do this with me, definitely, because I can see at the end who has actually applied. Let's get started. Then about the organization. So let's say he's doing an IT organization, Ceylon, Microsoft. So the organization type, so for GE, we normally use startups. And the industry, here it's information technology services. You can put your own thing. It can be any funny thing or anything. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here you have to tell us a bit about yourself, about your job role. As I mentioned, your like if it's the business development manager or the HR manager, his or her job role. So let's say HR manager. And some phone number. Heard through something, friend. Okay. And then next. Yeah, Ceylon Microsoft Create Workspace. So here is the dashboard for Jennifer Lopez. Her dashboard is here. So here, since she has not has any opportunities now, it's 0. So now we are going to add an opportunity. So you can go here and add opportunity. And then, as I said here, you can pick a product. So as I already picked startups there, here it's recommending me to use global entrepreneur. So you can use GT or GE. And the job title, let's say he's a web developer and he want to, and the country is Sri Lanka. City, Column 7, as I said, very important. Yeah, let's put the last day to apply as we discussed. Let's put June 15th and start date as July 1st. End date as 12 weeks, June, August, June, July, August. July, August, September, 23rd. Okay. Next is the prerequisites. So here, as I said, the nationality, you can put any nationality as preferred. It's better to put preferred and not required. If you put required, only those people can see. You can put any country, preferred or anything. And then the skills. So since it is web developer option, I'm going to put web content and something related to computer. I am not very good at this. Okay, computer. And then you can put intermediate or advanced. Right? And let's put English as required and intermediate. Then the backgrounds. Here it's computer sciences. It can be anything. And the minimum study level, normally we put bachelor's, right? So bachelor's is required. Keep that in mind. Next. Here, this is the most important part. Now, of course, since we have merged iGE and iGT, it's going to be iGI and there's going to be a salary. But all this time we have been doing GE without a salary. So sometimes the company is not paying a salary and the company is having a biggest problem here, how to, like, without putting a salary, how to move on. It is very simple, guys. Just put 0, right? And the currency as LKR, monthly. Next. Yeah. So here's the role description. Here also they say to it should be a descriptive description. As I mentioned, it should be like 50 to 100 words. I just keep it like this. And some 5 activities. As I mentioned, good sentences, right? Clear and complete sentences. And then next. And the process time. So here you can put, as I said, CV shortlisting, how many days for that, and then for the initial interview, how many days, maybe to the next interview, and then the assessment, and then the acceptance. Likewise, you can put any days, and then like you have to have a flow. It should go in the flow, and also it should go in a breakdown. Okay. Next. Okay. Right. Okay. Next is the working hours. So you can select the working hours as per the company wants. And if the company wants the EP to work on weekends, you have to click on this. And if the company is providing a company computer to the EP, you can click on this. And how many meals per day is the company is providing? Let's say 2 meals. And are they providing food on weekends or not? And is accommodation provided or not? And is accommodation cost covered? So as you guys know, if accommodation is not provided, they have to cover it by the cost. So are they doing it? Right, guys? So you all don't have to tick everything. It depends as per the company. And finally, the questionnaire. So some companies, they have a questionnaire, but most of them, they don't have. So we don't need it. And then we can just submit. And here all have been done. And then we can go to view the opportunity. So here it is. The opportunity is displayed as this. Till it is in draft stage. Here it's draft opportunity. And there is a small error in POP. Always 4 fields will be remaining. These 4 will be the visa. Yeah, here, the visa. This won't be filled by the POP. Still, I think POP is in developing stage, so it's still not there. So what we can do is we can go here and we can fill it as health insurance not provided. Visa type is residence. Duration, let's say 3 months. And visa link is immigration. .gov.lk. So these are things that we normally put. It might be changed as well, and then save. So after we have saved it, it's 0 field remaining. So here we have totally completed, and here we can submit for revision, and then we submit it. Once I submit it, as I said to you all at the beginning, it will come to me automatically because we have selected column number 7. Then we can proceed to dashboard again, and let's load. Yeah, after loading, you can see here one opportunity web developer is under review. So if he wants, he can edit it as well, but it's under review. So after he tells us, and after we have to tell the MC, and after the contracts are signed and everything is done, we can open the opportunity and it will be displayed on iSec.org. Right. So that's it about the opportunity posting, guys. So if you couldn't follow up with me, you can create it and I can see it definitely. So do it. Yeah.